laughing. I don't know why you said I was laughing.
Monkey even said you were laughing too.
Because I
She said,
remember the round.
I don't know why I don't know why he was laughing. Yeah, I was talking to him about it because I always talk to Monkey after every single game about how he did, and he said, I don't know why he was laughing, and yeah, and I apologized to him for getting. I was gonna apologize to you, but I forgot about it, and I was gonna tell you sorry for getting heated at you. Because a Monkey told me I don't know why you got mad, but I don't know why he was laughing. Monkey even said you laughed too, bro. I had the
If it
whole
was anything,
conversation. It
it
was like
was
a
a.
whole hour thing.
If it was literally anything, it was a. I can't believe we're losing the Kings.
It was more than that, bro. I'm telling you. If he even said it was like a laugh too, then how are we both wrong? Alright.
It was a fucking
And
sigh. You don't laugh
I
at
don't know,
losing.
and I don't know why. I don't like. Try not to get heated, bro. I don't. I'm still like. I just the default thing. Come on, guys. I know I'm not
The
wrong here.
the only default thing is default plant. You don't call shit
Like
default.
we just put, or that's where everybody pushes. Like that's the simple push that everybody does. So then why weren't we doing it?
This
I
goes
never heard
back
the
to
call
when
to go
Amy and
main. I
I
never.
don't,
No, just
no,
listen.
but
I
no, but
never
no,
heard the call
no.
to go main. So that's why I didn't go there.
Amy called it.
I didn't hear her call it. All I know is that I saw Chelsea rush down the stairs and go right into freaking whatever he called. So I went to go help him, and I
I know,
died.
but let's let okay. But then back up for two things there. First off, it's misheard a call. That happens. Second off, that goes back to what I'm saying. He rushed. Third off, that goes back to when Amy and I were talking about before the border game when we were solo queuing. When you go, and it's hard to do, I know, when you're playing and you see the majority of your team doing something, you do it with them. And if it doesn't work, it's not your fault for playing with the team. If anything, it's the person's fault, which it's not good to place fault anyway because it's just not healthy. But it happens. And sometimes there is a fault. And you have to bring it up, bring up the elephant in the room, and you
So I
have to
just
talk about it.
leave
However,
Chelsea there.
if it's for the best of the team, yeah. Say for example that he died there, but you backed up and you didn't die there. Well, then we still have you alive for when we need you later. So instead of it being
Don't go
a,
pushing then.
oh, I'm just saying. So then instead of it being a 3v2 in our favor, which was quickly traded out to be a 2v2 to a 2v1, it would have been a 4v2 to a 3v2 to a 3v1. Even if he
Okay.
still died in the same exact way that he died.
Mhm.
I'm not saying that it's a bad push. I'm just saying it's not the push we were doing.
Yeah, I know. I know you never said it was a bad push.
And it's not like I asked stuff like, and this is what I do, and I know it's not great because everyone takes shit differently, including myself, but it's just the way that I talk. When I actually ask this stuff, like, hey, what the hell are we doing? Because, you know, I'm annoyed that something just happened because otherwise I wouldn't be asking this. When I say that stuff, I don't care if you answer back more aggressively than I do, but I want an answer, you know?
Mhm.
That's why I even
The
joked
only
about
reason
when
I
we were
let
playing Cafe, is like I should just quit being a fragger and be an IGL because my I'm thinking too much. And sometimes it does get in the way of me actually playing.
Mhm.
And like I'm completely fine talking with anyone about anything as long as they're okay it getting a little heated because just like 5 minutes ago you and I were at each other's throats and now we've both calmed down. But like
Yeah, just pissed off.
exactly, so was I, as you probably noticed. Uh we have both valid points and I'm not denying that. But the whole thing started with us saying, "Why were you there?" We
Mhm.
know why you were there because you told us, which I appreciate. You were with the hard breach, which is great, so he wasn't alone. That's good. However, it's not solely on your shoulders. And for right now, it sort of sounds like it because Chelsky's not here, but it's on Chelsky's shoulders too, but he's not here to take any of the burden. So that's why it probably
Mhm.
also feels more like it's on you, which it's not meant to. Uh, it's with that 40% of our team was somewhere else, while the other 60% was somewhere else. Granted, if all 5 of us pushed the backside, it might have worked out. Or if all 5 of us pushed the front side, it also might have worked out. However, the fact is, neither happened. And since neither did happen, the best way, and this is what I try to do, is to look at a game going off what everything. This is so distracting with Amy. with it's like every pause I say, I hear.
Yeah, no, she got muted.
I'm losing my train of thought because of it. It's like this. The way I think of a round is I think of exactly how it happened with the exact people in those exact spots. So 3 of us push main, 2 of us push back. That's how my brain thinks, and then I work off that. I work off of how that could have been tweaked. Not like a total clean scan. So say like we're all like little figures on a chessboard or something, and we're all placed there. I don't clean sweep the chessboard. I just want to tweak the figures that are already on it. And that's what I always try to do. So it's even like, say for example, when we played on Coastline against Cheese Pie and all them, when they rushed. I try to think about where everyone was when they were doing that, and how those in those exact spots could have been tweaked. I don't try to clean sweep change shit. I just try to see where people are and how to adjust those spots. And I do it for myself too, and this is probably also why it's harder, but I don't say it to myself out loud because there's no reason to, but I do it for myself as well. And that's also with the same when it was 2 people left. I think it was Chelsea and Tech was behind bar. I even went upstairs the round after and stood in the spot to see if Tech could see where the jackal was without me when I looked to the barricade of the double window. And there is a spot, Tech. Granted, that's why I say you probably just got a little flustered with all the action happening and you died to window. There is a spot, however, if you just take a deep breath and like if you're just calm and you're completely focused, that there would have been a spot where you've been completely safe from the window and would be able to kill the jackal. But you don't know the jackal's there because the call out wasn't made. That makes it hard for you. But that I didn't know that until the round after. So when I asked why didn't you kill the guy in hallway, and you gave me the answer, which I do appreciate answers because you got killed from the guy in window. That's why I was sort of confused. But that's like there was an angle there, and I even checked it the round after. There is, but you just didn't know that the guy was there, which I was later informed by Chelsea, and it's just a thing, I get information little by little, so I can piece it together. Fucking Amy. But it's just like that. So when I try to think of stuff, I don't try to clean sweep everything. I try to change one thing. So the first round when we defended upstairs, I was downstairs. I got a pick on double window, and I tried to rotate up. I think I don't quite remember. But we lost the round, and people's positioning was I was downstairs, killed someone's sunrise when they did their push. Chelsea was white, you were cool vibe, Amy was hookah, and Tech was pink. I don't quite remember they pushed from, I think, the hallway. And Chelsea should have been a little pushed up, I guess. Him playing white's a little passive. But he didn't get a call up they were pushing until someone actually got a frag. And that's why the only change I made was not to have you in cool vibes, I was in sunrise. And because if I do have to push back up, and that's, again, the way I saw it is they just pushed, is if I do push up, then we're stacked on top of each other. So that's the only tweak I made. Everything else, I was just like, okay, that's fine, we just try it again. And then the next round, because I don't think you played cool vibe, and if you did, you didn't stay there when they pushed, it's just when Tech died, because if Tech would have killed the Jackal, it would have become a 2v1. 2v2. It would become a 2v2 with a guy repelled on the window and a guy outside hookah.
I was playing 90, then I went back and played vase because nobody was on vase.
Yeah. And then even in that situation, it would have become a 2v2. But then, and so the little tweak I made was like, oh, if Tech would have peeked the hallway, we would have been fine for that round because the person on window would have had to move. For the round to actually work, unless they just try to 1v1 Chelsea and hookah, which would have been probably on our side. Amy, shut up. Turn off your mic, Amy.
I don't know what's going on.
No, I know what's going on with Amy, but
Confused.
I think she forgot to turn off her mic.
No.
But that's how I do stuff. That's why I ask so many questions, is because then I actually try to piece it together in my head. And that's, for example, you remember when we were playing, I don't know if it was, you were probably with us, Hami, on Oregon, when we were playing that one team. Remember that one team that were beating us, and then one of their teammates left in overtime? We came back from a 6-3 deficit and we beat them?
I don't think so.
Were you there? Tech, you were there that game, right? Yeah, I think we were with Glock. Tech, we were on Oregon against that team, and then overtime, their fifth person left in the first round. It was a 4v5, and we beat them.
Damn, I don't remember that one.
Well, it was a recent. It was merciless. What was it, merciless? I don't remember where it was. But we were losing a game 3-6 on Oregon, and we came back and we tied it 6-6, and then one of the guys left in the first round overtime. We won 8-6. When we were defending, because our defense was getting our ass handed to us downstairs. We won the first round of defense, making it 3-4. And then we lost downstairs twice, making it 3-6. And then we went back upstairs and we won, making it 4-6. And then while defending, I think we went meeting kitchen. While doing that, I was already thinking of a whole strategy to hold downstairs. Granted, it's not good to get ahead of yourself, but I was already thinking of it. And the strategy was not to